And so we left off in 66 where it says, teach me good judgment in knowledge. And then so the B, that was the A part. That B part says, for I believe your commandments. And remember, the commandments are the nature of God, and God, you know, in the person of God. So he said, for I believe your commandments. So when God teaches us that good judgment and that knowledge, then what? We have that belief in who God says he is. And even in his commandments, we have that belief. 67, before I was afflicted, I went astray. So before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I keep your word. So that's like an antithetic parallelism right there. So before I was afflicted, I went astray. So he had to go through some things. And before he was afflicted, before, and that affliction, remember, can come from God. He went astray. And so when he had, he went astray, right? And then so it was some affliction put on him. And then what? But now I keep your word. When God puts some on you, you think you're not going to straighten up and get it right? No. Oh, no, I'm keeping his word now. I'm keeping that word now. Oh, no. All right. So we don't want God to put none on us. Let's read Hebrews 12, 5 through 11. All right. And this is dealing with the exhortation to endure God's chastening. And you have forgotten the exhortation which speaks to you as to sons. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, or the discipline of the Lord, nor be discouraged when you are rebuked by him. For whom the Lord loves, he chastens, and scourges every son whom he receives. Oh, we don't want to hear that. We always want to hear God is love. Oh, no, God will whip your behind. In my behind. Oh, yes. I've been whipped by God. And you get straight, just like when I was telling you the last time. Look, all this stuff, all of it go hand in hand. When I was telling you about my mom's whippings. That got me in line. That hit that butt, and it does something to the brain. That's just how God wired it. And then so look at 7 in Hebrews 12. If you endure chastening, God deals with you as with sons. For what son is there whom a father does not chasten? And then Proverbs tells us that if you don't discipline your child, chasten your child, you don't love them. So when we chasten, that means God loves us. Our parents chasten and discipline us, they love us. But it's the devil that tells you that they hate you when they discipline you. Because he don't want you to be disciplined, because he wants you to be like him, disobedient. 8, but if you are without chastening, of which all have become partakers, then you are illegitimate and not sons. That means you're not a child of God. You're illegitimate. Furthermore, we have had human fathers who corrected us, and we paid them respect. Shall we not much more readily be in subjection to the Father of spirits and live? They're doing it to keep us alive. For they indeed for a few days chasten us as seemed best to them, but he, talk about God, for our profit, that we may be partakers of his holiness. He said to be holy as he's holy. And the only way we can become holy is through correction and affliction. And he telling us and chastening us and say, well, Tracy, you know, get back online, get back on track. And if he didn't tell me anything, then that means I'm not his child. And he doesn't love me. But I know he loves me, and I know I'm his child, because why? He disciplines me. 11. But now no chastening seems to be joyful for the present, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yields a peaceable fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. Or, you know, so now no discipline seems to be joyful, or no chastening seems to be joyful for the present. It doesn't. When I was getting all them whippings from mama, I was crying my heart out. But look, I'm telling you, yeah, like I told you the other day, that, you know, I thank God for my whippings, because it made me a better person. Afterward, it yields a peaceable fruit of righteousness. Yes, it yields a peaceable fruit of righteousness, because I guarantee the things that I got whipped for, I didn't get whipped for that anymore, because I learned from that. And that produced the fruit of righteousness. That means that you doing something wrong, you get disciplined, and then you correct that bad behavior, and then you start doing the right thing. That's what it's all about. Producing righteousness to those who have been trained by it. 12. Therefore, strengthen the hands which hangs down and the feeble knees. All right, I think I was just supposed to read to 11. All right, so I'm already over. So let me pause here and just meet me in the next segment.